Yes, so just because I have PCOS, unfortunately, most GLP-1s are not approved for PCOS. It really depends on your insurance company and your doctor and your appeal. But what I found is just having PCOS alone isn't enough to get your insurance to cover. Now, again, every insurance company is totally different. So last time with my previous insurance company, I had a corporate job and I had insurance through my corporate job, and my insurance then didn't cover it, but every month when I was using the savings card, and every month when my doctor would send in my prescription, my insurance would deny it and say, send in a prior authorization. And so every month my doctor would send one in, and 1 month it was approved. And it was crazy because it was approved for like 25 years. Like I was like, this is a fluke. What happened? What did you put on the PA? Nothing special. They just approved it. It was also like in the very beginning of MJ and like all that stuff going on. So I don't know if it was just like them not having the data on it or not knowing. And honestly, what I found with the people who are approving PAs or denying PAs, most often they're not even like medically qualified. They're just like pushing paper. So I got it approved. And then when I left my corporate job in March of last year, I obviously lost my insurance and I lost my PA, which was such a bummer. And so we moved to my husband's insurance, and he is also on MJ, and his insurance did not cover it. And so I didn't even try. Like, I should have tried because I was on it. I did have a PA approved with my prior insurance company. I could provide it all at record. At that point I knew compound was a viable option for me. And I was like, you know what? I'm just like, I don't even have time for the hassle. I'm just going to go to my doctor and say, put me on the compound. I also just like wasn't in the mood for a fight. And like I said, my husband had tried to get it approved multiple times with his insurance company and didn't. And I knew people with the insurance company that I was now with, and I knew that they hadn't had luck. So that's where I ended up on compound. I said before, I do think the name brand is just a little bit more effective. It's hard to explain why, but compound is a really good option and does work. But it is a little bit like when you go from name brand and then you go to compound, you definitely notice a difference. And I also haven't been as like diligent about taking it every week. And so, yeah, sometimes it's a struggle. Some weeks I feel like I don't feel it at all. Some weeks I feel it a lot. So I do think like, all those things matter. But yeah, I could go back to my current insurance and try to push for a PA, or try to go to name brand and like see if I can there's a coupon. It's, still going to cost me more money than compound, but we'll see. It's something I'm considering. Love you. Bye. Also, if you have any more GLP-1 related questions, I'd love to answer them. So drop them below.